Okay, per person per annum.
And compared to this figure, you and I sitting in this room require 1800 cubic meter of water
Per person per annum.
per year for comfortable living. Compare this figure of 200 billion, or rather say 340 cubic meter of water per person per year today to USA.
Very important.
Till today, till 1958 only. After 1958, USA has stopped constructing dams in the country,
Right.
in their country. And at that time, it was 6,000 cubic meters
Per
of
person.
water per person per year storage capacity already generated by USA. This figure is, as on date, more than 7,000 cubic meter per person per year
In US.
in USSR, Russia.
In Russia, okay.
Russia. Gentlemen, this water bottle, which as on today has come down from 1 liter to half a liter.
Now it will 250 ml.
Please don't be surprised. I may not live. I'm 73 years old man, may die any day. But those of you who are young people, they will realize that we will have a norm of purchasing water bottle of 100 milliliter in next 10 years. Until unless,
उससे भी पहले सर 5 साल में होगा.
maybe until unless we are going to construct large storage dams to store a water of around 100 to 150 billion cubic meter of water per person per year.
Allergic to the word of storage.
Look, gentlemen, energy in hydropower plant is a byproduct.
Exactly.
Please mind
Exactly.
it. Power generation is a byproduct of water storage, and you cannot survive. India cannot survive until unless we go for large storage dams in our country. This is what my prediction is. You can say that I'm a doom forecaster, but no, I'm not a doom forecaster. I'm a positive man. But what I'm trying to tell is that as on date, nobody is thinking about construction of large dams until unless we do it as we have done up to 1980. After 1980, people have,
This is the problem.
yes,
We had a small gathering with the minister, and we told him the amount of talk which you are doing for solar, please do 15% only or 20% for the
Right.
gentlemen,
be the lifeline of this country. And he says, no, hydro takes 20 years, 25 years. We told him that is a myth created.
shall I
No, it is not
reply
an
this
election pitch
question?
ना यार.
Gentlemen, shall I
5
reply
साल में
this
इलेक्शन
question?
जीतने पड़ते हैं ना, तो कौन हाइड्रो की बात करेगा?
Shall I
ये problem आप समझ रहे
reply
हैं?
this question? Gentlemen, for inefficiency in construction of hydropower projects is number one is the contracting system,
Correct.
which
Absolutely.
is absolutely, rather say, outdated. Because number one, number two, the hydro project construction itself is a tedious job, in the sense one has to go in a jungle where it has got a river and a valley and no habitation. Well, compared to so-called efficient thermal project construction or any other project construction, it is going to take not less than 5 to 7 years for
अब तो सर 9
any
साल,
medium
9
scale.
साल. Even Bhutan, where we are not to replace anybody,
Yes.
8 to 9 years.
Yes, 8 to
Because
9
of
years.
geological surprises. I tell you,
Geology.
mountains move.
Since I never wanted to go to geological section, but gentlemen, since he has mentioned it, I would like to say that geological surprises are going to be there in every hydro project in Himalayan ranges.
And we are in the Himalayan region.
Because geology,
we are right there.
Geologically, Himalayan ranges are considered as the youngest mountains in the world. Power plant, 35 years, as per CWC
Sir,
now.
70 साल.
Whereas,
Sir, ये data भी change करो आप.
Whereas
70 years minimum.
100 years,
75 years
100
calculation.
years old hydropower plants are still working.
Sir, we are ready to give loan to a 35-year-old plant very quickly.
Yes.
Because
yes.
our calculation is 75 years minimum asset life of hydro.
I think I have already taken more than 10 minutes. I can talk for hours together on this topic, but please don't mind. But yes, in the last I will say that please, all of you, those who are younger than me, please concentrate for and think of hydro sector and go for hydro sector as early as possible. Thank you very much.
एक सवाल है.
Please.
Up to mid 75,
Yes.
I mean 75, 76, it was high storage there. Why there was sudden shift to run of the river? I mean, there must be some underlying reason that why suddenly the government and all those who take decisions stopped high storage dams when you had so many success stories. The latest is Tehri Dam. Had Tehri Dam not been there last year, there would have been no Rishikesh, no Hardwar, no Roorkee. Everyone knows about it.
Yes.
So why this
Government.
sudden push that you go for run of the river and not high storage dams?
Shall I tell you one thing, sir?
Or the population shifting your
At the time of
Sir,
independence.
brief में, क्योंकि अब हमें 3 और लोगों से बुलवाना है.
हाँ?
3 और लोगों से बुलवाना है, इसलिए brief में.
2 मिनट में?
हाँ सर.
ओके. सिर्फ ये मुझे कहना है साहब कि इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद हमको पानी की जरूरत थी.
Right.
और पानी के लिए ही सारे कंट्री में राइट फ्रॉम डॉक्टर के.एल. राव ऑनवर्ड्स everybody was thinking about water, not hydropower. They were talking about water, and everybody talked about the storage dams that time. But because of our Indian ineptness about rehabilitation at that time, rehabilitation problem, up to 1975, whatever schemes were conceived, they have been implemented.
Right.
After that, entire government started thinking of thermal. And from middle 70s to 1991, they emphasized only on construction of thermal. But in 1991, when they realized that the efficiency of the thermal plants have started either
Tapering
flattening
Tapering
or
off.
it has started coming
Tapering off,
down,
yeah.
they realized what is the problem, and they realized that hydro sector is to be developed. So again from 1991 onwards, they started emphasizing on hydro sector, and up to 2005-06 they emphasized. Again the same cycle has come down. Nobody talks about hydro sector as on date. After crisis, maybe in 5-7 years,
No, much before
they
that.
will talk about hydro.
Much before. Sir, talk is
Much-
already started.
They will talk about hydro
But-
sector,
but
and
the-
again 10 years they will take to bring up to 25-30%.
नहीं, माधुर साहब, आपको मैं बता रहा हूँ, थोड़ा change हुआ है.
चलो.
See, what information I want to give you is, they are already talking. The whole problem, as I explained to you, is the political psyche.
Yes.
What is it? I come for 5 years. These projects come for 9 years. So how will I get credit? Now we have to expose in media this issue. Because it's not a question of whether you stay on power or not stay on power. What about the country? What about the nation? This is a national infrastructure. Are you going to leave the next generations into trouble? So we must expose this. So that is the duty of media. And I can assure you that while we are still print and this grassroots, we have a television venture coming. Don't worry. हम इस सबको उजागर करेंगे. बाकी मीडिया को ऐश करने दो, आराम करने दो, हम करेंगे ना अपना काम. It is
But,
coming. Don't
I
worry.
congratulate you for pushing Teesta 3.
For sure, sir. You
Teesta
already
3
gave me the
project,
news.
Because the part of the credit of resumption of the construction activities at Teesta 3 goes to Professor Iyer. I think a clap for him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Number two, I hope another, or you say you in your words,
Taj Mahal of
that
hydro.
is, Subansiri project. It is also going to come shortly, because realization has come that NHPC, which was rather say made to be doomed intentionally by many interested people.
Yeah.
Many interested people.
Designed to be doomed.
The reverse, rather say revival of the organization has
Is happening,
started,
yeah.
and hydro people have started taking the appropriate seats in the organization.
You can go and see my letter to the PM on this on the blog,
Yes.
where I did exactly the same thing. Subansiri is the Taj Mahal of the hydro projects, and that you have to ensure that there is leadership decisive in NHPC.
Yeah.
हमने तो शेयर भी किया था लेटर आप लोगों के साथ. It's right on the blog.
NHPC has been doomed for last 10 years, and now I hope a revival process has started, and the people with the appropriate experience are taking appropriate seats in the organization.
Correct.
As director and
That I agree.
chairman. This is a good
Development.
revival. Thank you very much.
Thank What is saying is seawater desalination, the arrow plant back into. See, Chennai is fully operating on this. You know that, right?
So, उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा
आप
कुछ
सी वाटर के बाद
sea water, yeah,
Huh?
sea water.
Seawater to desalination.
yeah
Desalination of water from to a palatable water.
इस
The
पे मैं बोल
technology
सकता हूँ आपके लिए. साहब,
और
don't
उसके
worry.
लिए
Sir.
2 मिनट आप दे दें सर.
साहब ये
मैं
मेरे
बोलूं उस पे.
मैं हाँ आप बोलिए प्लीज आप बोलिए मुझे
See,
नहीं
what has happened, India is probably the first country other than the UAE to do this. And it was done in Chennai itself. Because Chennai, by this time, I am telling you, would have been a riotous area. There is no water for them. And I am not talking only of Chennai. If you go to the district of Tirunelveli, inside, before you go to Kudamkulam, you will see absolutely no water. Best roads. There is this Shivakashi, where which comes on the way, where you make all these crackers and you make पटाखे बनाते हैं, बड़ा famous है, and you make the Nightingale diaries, the best diaries in the world, best printing press in the world. उसका जो ओनर कहता है कि मेरे घर पे 7 दिन में एक बार पानी आता है टैंकर से. तो ये हालात हैं. Highest taxes paid by the district. I went to talk in the municipal town hall there few years back because on the invitation of those people. और मैंने उनको कहा कि यार तुम इतना तड़प रहे हो तो बिजली नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. तो I told them कि सोलर लगा लो. वो सोलर के चक्कर में कुछ और हो गया. वहाँ क्या हो गया, वो डर गए, वो पहले बिजली उसको सप्लाई करने लग गए. तो हमारे लोग इसी तरह दूसरी जगह काट दिया, उसको बिजली सप्लाई हो गई. और जैसे सप्लाई हो गई टाउन वाले सो गए कि भाई बिजली आ गई. पानी नहीं है उनके पास. They don't have any water. So what I am saying is Tamil Nadu is a very low water I would say availability state. So they have found a solution in the biggest city, and I think Mumbai badly needs this because Mumbai is bursting at the seam. When we became independent, or they call it independent, I call it freedom, because independent is independence. So I don't use that word nowadays, but I wanted to just bring your point, because we should not be in independence, we should be free, So if we have to be free, 100% viable. Because if people in Chennai are paying for that water, then ये तो बड़ा सीधा ही सवाल है. प्रत्यक्ष को क्या प्रमाण है सर? आप क्या कॉस्टली है? पानी ना देना पब्लिक को वो कॉस्टली है कि पानी का खर्चा करना कॉस्टली है? आज मैं आपको बता रहा हूं हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं. हम लोग बोतल से पानी पी रहे हैं. What is the cost of that? We are giving almost 20 rupees per liter. Municipal water is available to you at 25 paisa per liter. And it is as clean. Only thing is, it goes to the pipeline where we dig so many things, and then for the sewage and this we make it mix. और उस consequential result को हम कह रहे हैं कि हम पे trust नहीं करते and हम ये पानी नहीं पिएंगे. यही हमारा हाल है. Now what has happened to decentralization in your own homes? You're bringing water purifiers, which are actually mini, micro, nano RO plants, and you are effectively doing the same thing.
70% is lost to the drain.
Exactly.
The RO, 70% water is going down.
Yes,
to the drain.
not only that, you are using a lot of energy for that purpose as well again, because the energy is used by municipal corporation to give you good water. You again expend energy.
What you call valuable micronutrient, which body should get it.
That's also going. Yeah. So therefore, it's a very dangerous trend, and I would rather say wherever water bodies are not available, it is a very good way to use seawater, because India has 3 sides ocean surrounding it. So that water has to be used, and we have to go to this RO technology.
You can see proof in the world. Actually, if you go to like he said, Damodar.
Hanji.
I mean, they have proof.
Absolutely.
The whole technology is available.
Yes.
And very cost effective, very cost
Very cost effective.
Very
It's
cost
not that it's damn costly
cheaper
or
than this
anything.
bottled water. Cheaper than the water.
Yeah, yeah. And in spite of that, I will tell you some very interesting thing. I was at Dubai 2011 when I went to Ras Al Khaimah. On my transit, I was shocked. Actually, I was right at Dubai one day, and I saw the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, some kind of a tempo kind of a thing coming with all samples of water. What was the announcement going on is they were requesting the residents to kindly use the municipal water because they are all using bottled water. They were creating awareness on the plastics, how it is difficult to handle. They were saying our water is as clean as that, and they had kept samples of various areas of water supply, and they were asking citizens to come and see how safe it is. They were conducting tests in that van to promote municipal drinking water.
Professor,
Municipal drinking water to promote. They were doing this activity. Yeah?
London municipal water, they have established is better than
Any day.
bottled water.
Any day. So therefore, I think we must create massive awareness in communities, and then we should make the municipal corporations more responsible, while citizens also are made more responsible to ensure that we bring efficiency in the system as well.
Remember that you drink like this, the
Arora Sahab, Hanji.
On the water, I would say that I was working on a project where, for a power project, it was on the coastal area, and we had given the inquiry to world players like GE,
Right.
and with their investment, they were ready to supply in 2010 11 paisa per liter DM water,
Exactly.
and you can imagine the filter water will be much cheaper.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you can pay 10 rupees for 1 liter,
We're paying 20, sir, now.
we can pay 11 paisa anyway.
22, 23, 25.
And Gujarat also, Tata has on Mithapur chemicals, they have their own desalination plant.
Right,
And
sir.
with the solar energy coming, desalination plants with the solar energy can be
much cheaper.
much cheaper.
Yeah, for sure. Right. And I would now request Shiv, who has not spoken at all, to speak. And I want you to keep it limited to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And what I want from you is distribution side. How does technology... Right, sir. Yeah, surely, sir, surely.
You see, today we talked about energy efficiency. We talked about renewable sources, we talked about thermal sources, we talked about nuclear sources. But there is a one fuel which is invisible.
I know.
We talked about that.
Right.
So, when you are improving the power by 20%, as Mr. Dhar said, 25,000.
Yeah.
So you're not using any fuel.
Yeah.
So
Now,
invisible
we have
fuel.
even written the pitch, sir. See, read it. Gross potential 100 gigawatt by 2022.
But
This is
invisible
virtual
fuel.
power without
We should concentrate on that.
और दूसरी चीज हमने नहीं बोली है सर
Yeah.
to build any new power plant from thermal to hydro to anything it takes you between 7 crores it will take to up to 10 crores per megawatt. आप इसको बना रहे हैं at less than 1 crore per megawatt
Yes.
and you are giving it in 1 year's time back
Yes.
into the system. Why don't we think of this? Creating no carbon. So this virtual power aspect of energy efficiency is the master mover, and it is a bigger, I tell you, mission under the National Action Plan for Climate Change. It is even bigger than the solar mission. It is NME, इसको कहते हैं ना, इसमें नमी लाओ भाई. National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency is a far bigger mission than the solar mission, my friends.
Yeah.
So that is what TC actually rightly said, the invisible fuel. So we will now adapt it. TC's words, we will put it now as energy efficiency, the invisible fuel. Yes, Shiv.
Okay, thank you very much. In fact, when we talk of distribution, I was in Mumbai with Tata Power yesterday, and they do a lot of innovative things, and lot of innovation and lot of new things like in smart metering they have started. But one thing which they wanted to do in a particular area where the energy losses are very high, in India, unfortunately, prepaid energy management has not really picked up. They said, without changing the meter, how do we do a prepaid management?
Right.
So we discussed many ways that how do we do it from the ICT perspective. Even if we have data which is coming and manually picked up by the meter readers, and still how we can do prepaid management. So rather than saying the word prepaid management, we said let's call it customer engagement model. So with a small integrating with their current billing system and the meter data management which they already using, what I can do is I can start engaging with the customer with an app and providing that, let's say this is when they reach to a limit. Let's say your limit is 1,000 units or 500 units a month. And I will say, the moment you reach 70%, I would say that you have reached to your credit limit. So I create a virtual credit limit for them. And this is how with the ICT, I can start promoting them so that, you know, they can start adopting. First they get the information that they've reached to 70%, they'll be little cautious. So they'll not use much energy. So what I'm saying is that without India, you know, when we talk of smart grid, you know, the cost of meter is very, very important when we talk of smart metering.
If I can rebut that, you know why? There is a read. I've got an instrument here. Now this is a 4G instrument of Airtel. I'm not marketing Airtel, but I'm just telling you what has happened. I'm a crazy guy. I never buy a smartphone, but this is the cheapest smartphone made by a company called Xiaomi, right? I am anti-Chinese, always, right? But I was stunned to see this product, you know, because I don't always say anti-China. I'm only in the power generation, I'm anti-China. So be careful.
Not on the cell phone.
Not on the cell phone. So I went and bought this device. I had to wait for 2 days to get this device. What is it bundled? It is bundled a 4G package for me. My phone costs are high. See, even a person of my type who talks a lot, you know, on the phone, I wanted my cost to be cheap, and I'm still old-fashioned BlackBerry man, trying to call, not use it as a camera, not use it as anything, but all this is there inside this wonderful device. What they have bundled here, that's why I'm saying that that solution is not correct, what you told me. That solution will fail, because you are only creating more pressure and temperature for me by every day saying, tu dekh bhaiya, tera barometer up hai, mera heart attack ka rate zyada ho jayega, tum aisa karega to. Wohi prepaid model theek nahi hai. This model says 1999 rupees plus 14% service tax, use unlimited this phone.
2,000 rupees.
Yes. So something tax आएगा उस पे. So then you can use unlimited STD, you can make unlimited calls, you can make 100 SMS, you can use 7 GB data, and you know, if a kid is there, the kid is very happy. पापा के phone पे तो unlimited movie download है. तो भाई ऐसे bundle करो यार. ये सब टाटा वाटा का आप नाम ले रहे हैं. They are not winning any award at Inertia for the last 4 years. So please don't give their name. They are no more the Tata. It is the Tata. मैं ये सारे सेलफोन, ये नंबर जो है ना मेरे जितने टाटा के हैं, मैंने बदल दिए एयरटेल में. थक गया मैं. और दूसरा वो वोडाफोन है, वो पता नहीं कौन सा फोन है.
I was just trying to explain the concept.
फोड़ा. My God. So, right. My God, how do you complicate the life of the consumer? And today's consumer has more challenges than the past consumers. आप उसको बोल रहे हैं अभी सोच और सोच तू. टेंशन, वो किसी ट्रेन को पकड़ रही होगी या पकड़ रहा होगा, उस बोले का तेरा क्रेडिट लिमिट खत्म हो गया, उसने ट्रेन में से गिर जाना है उसने. This is worst.
The irony is, youth and even us are shifted to iPhone.
Right.
The government is still on the typewriter.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. But so I'm saying, please give solutions which are more practical. I'm telling you, in this country, people want to get employed and engaged, and unfortunately, all our intellectuals, they create more confusion. Jalebi banate hain. Round. It is no full stop बीच में है. उधर से घूम के बाहर जाते हैं. फिर और बाहर जाते हैं. फिर और बाहर जाते हैं. मतलब वो मत करिए. Square, you don't put square stuff in a round hole. Don't do that. And neither this. You know, let not go round. Tell the consumer clear, I would like an electricity meter solution and I'm going to throw this. If they don't give, I'll give this. And I'm going to the regulator, first in Maharashtra. My deal is, if the electricity companies are not bundling, because I don't trust them, I'll tell you, meter manufacturers, although there is one good fellow here, majority of them are, according to me, are not fair. I'm not calling them cheats, I'm stopping from there because they are forced to. You know, मैं और हेतल हमारे बिलों के खतरनाक बातें कर रहे हैं. Same, I'm not able to understand why my energy meters are now reading 2 times. I as an engineer don't understand it. You know, it used to be 300 units. वही सब कुछ है हमारे पास. 350 यूनिट में फ्रूगल ऑपरेटर घर पे भी एसी ज्यादा नहीं चलाता हूँ. ठीक है, तो 300 से 500 यूनिट्स चलो हम चले गए. अब तो यार पता नहीं 1000 यूनिट आ जाता है. अच्छा, मेरी ऑफिस में मैंने कोई गैजेट बदला नहीं है. Now my units are 1000. ये तो स्मॉल फैक्ट्री ऑफ मोटर्स इज ऑल्सो फेसिंग सेम प्रॉब्लम. अरे भाई हमें समझाओ ये मीटर कर क्या रहे हैं. कोई रिमोट मैनेजमेंट चिप से कर रहा है. हाँ नहीं नहीं सर वो नहीं है सर. रीडिंग देखो सर मीटर में रीडिंग आ रही है. बी केयरफुल. सो इसलिए फॉर फेयरनेस ऑफ ऑल द एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट गाइस आई हैव अ प्लान. प्लान इज यू अलाउ थर्ड पार्टी ऑडिट. दे विल ऑल्सो पुट मीटर्स. अगर हमारी लड़ाई होगी देन ओनली आई विल ट्रस्ट यू. You give me any solution, I will not trust you. So therefore, instead of getting into this muck, you're revenue-wise clever, right? So you give me a flat plan, like the telephone wala, like the telecom wala. You tell me your prepaid meter, so much units are bundled, and this is what it is, and you can consume as this varies, and you can top up whenever you want through your mobile phones. Why the bloody hell we don't give this solution? That means we don't want this solution. And never talk to me on Tata and Reliance. These two bloody fellows have held the whole city to ransom in Mumbai. I'm sorry, they held, and they will never get an award from inertia. नहीं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, दिल्ली में तो और बुरा हाल है. तो इनको अगर इनकी मोनोपोली तोड़ी जाए, जिसमें थोड़े बाबा कल्याणी के BF यूटिलिटीज आ जाएं, थोड़े और 4-5 आ जाए, तो ये फाउंड आउट हो जाएंगे. आप सॉरी डोंट पुट दिस. टाटा इज टाटा टुडे, इट इज नॉट ओल्ड टाटा. Mr. Sardana has to prove.
Allow me to complete. You know,
Mr. Sardana, नहीं आपने ऐसी चीज छेड़ दी ना जो गलत है. See, Mr. Anil Sardana goes from here. He is a very favorite man of mine because he brought reforms. Today, he is मतलब the pale shadow of his past. He can't say what his company is doing. I'm telling you. जबकि वो हमारा एक अवार्डी है.
Let's talk a distribution. Let me complete what I was trying to say. And that solution is not finalized. What I'm trying.
Do not go forward with the solution.
No. What I'm trying to
There
show.
is no solution.
Allow me to complete. So what I was leading that where exactly why this prepaid management or that kind of a solution will fail, and what he rightly pointed out is that for everything they have to go to the regulators for taking an approval, for even if they know that it is going to benefit to the consumer and to the company or to the distribution company, that if they make some kind of a discounting to those people who are paying in advance, they do not have any mechanism today to pay if somebody wants to pay in advance. So they have to go to the regulators. So they have no autonomy to that manner that they can decide what kind of a tariff they can follow and how they can collect the payment.
Chalo, wonderful. Thanks to everybody. I think we did.
I'd like to add, we should really admire Professor Iyer's working on. He is the one man who can help us in talking spade is spade. Now, two of us are a member of a forum where we only talk about the government, on behalf of the government and for the government. Am I right?
So I think
Because we want to survive.
in fairness, Professor Iyer, he needs the biggest applause from everybody.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to say.
It's a condition.